I felt really terrified going into the internship search.
I felt so underqualified.
I was very nervous even just thinking about it.
The whole process was really mysterious to me.
I had worked a couple of retail jobs and for an ice cream shop. How was I going to land a job editing, of all things?
I really didn't know a lot about how to find internships until I went to the Career Center and talked to a counselor. They were really helpful in pointing out Husky jobs and directing me to other advisors on campus that could help.
I highly recommend you check out the internship fairs that they periodically put on in the hub, because that's a great way to get your resume out there, and even if you don't end up getting a callback, you'll understand what they're looking for and the qualities that they really are aspiring to find in an intern.
So a great campus resource that students can use would be going on the Career Center website and going on Husky Jobs. There's about 100 internships posted at a given time, and so students have the opportunity to kind of narrow their search.
When I first started looking for an internship, I looked on Husky Jobs for a little bit, but because of my major and special interests, I couldn't really find anything that was tailored to what I would fit into. So instead, I kept an eye out open for departmental emails, and eventually I found one that was lined up with my interests really well, so I applied for it.
I ended up getting offered 2 internships, both paid. One was on lipsharp.com and the other one was from Husky Jobs. And the Husky Jobs internship turned out to be my dream internship, which I gladly accepted, and I still work at this day.
One thing I didn't know is that you can really create your own internship. I was applying for a few internships, but every time I was getting told that I wasn't quite qualified yet. After talking with the recruiter and the employer a lot, we ended up kind of developing my own internship that acted as a job application process in essence.
One way for you to stand out as an applicant is to improve your professional profile. So it's important to really take your resume, your cover letter, and your professional profile like LinkedIn really seriously. One way to improve that would be to go to the Career Center and ask for advisors' help, because they are trained specifically to help you improve your profile.
Be really friendly. I think one of the biggest things that people have told me about my applications anyway is that just coming in with a really friendly demeanor can make all the difference.
The main thing I learned about myself is how to be patient throughout the whole process. It's a very long process, but you just kind of have to learn how to be patient and take it one day at a time.
One of the most intimidating parts about applying for an internship is the idea of failure. And I faced several rejections before finally getting an internship. And throughout that process, I realized that if I gave up because of a few rejections, I was never going to get an experience. So if I wanted to pursue something, then I had to keep going for it.
And I think that's a really good mindset to have, is that it's not the end of the world if you don't get an internship. But by putting yourself out there and starting the process, you open up a whole world of opportunities.